We all have a bucket list of amazing adventures we'd like to experience, or certain wonders of the world we'd like to see, certain places we want to travel, or foods we have yet to try. The bucket list is a combination of all these things that we would prefer to accomplish before we leave this world. The bucket list is almost the last adventure you give yourself before you say goodbye. This is all pretty normal for societies and cultures around the world. But Jake Pleben, 23 years old, of Virginia, has some heads turning and the internet's attention with his bucket list. Don't worry, Jake isn't leaving us, but his leg is. That's right, this funny amputee and his leg are making the most out of life before he has to say goodbye. Jake Pleben was diagnosed with a bone disease that is rooted in his left ankle. Jake is an extreme sportsman, and this issue has been hindering him and the things he loves doing for his entire life. Jake was diagnosed with a very rare condition called pigmented villonodular synovitis. This creates recurring tumors on Jake's ankle that eat at the bone marrow. Jake has had many surgeries to remove the tumors, but they grow back almost immediately each time. The best option for Jake to continue to partake in the sports he loves was amputation. Jake was upset that he was going to lose part of his leg, but he also knew that it meant he could get right back into the sports he loves so much as soon as his leg heals. If Jake were to keep his leg, he would not be able to play any sports ever again and would be hit with very painful arthritis as he got older. He decided to make a little photo montage making light of his situation, saying goodbye to his beloved limb while giving everyone a little laugh at the same time. In this picture, he poses with his girlfriend as she saws off his soon-to-be distant friend. She pretends to shoot it off here. She says that losing his leg will not affect their relationship in any way, and she knows he's making the right decision by letting it go so he can pursue the things he loves without his leg holding him back. He even got a tattoo that says, "Please cut here," as a little joke. The tattoo artist thought this was hilarious and was happy to oblige the future funny amputee who goes by Jake. Here Jake does a handstand while snowboarding. The last time he went snowboarding, he broke his ankle because the tumors had weakened the bone so much. He couldn't keep walking on eggshells for his problematic ankle. Jake Pleben is an extremist and loves sports. He'll be fitted with a very lightweight prosthetic as soon as the leg heals, and he'll be back at it again with a little rehabilitation. Here Jake and his girlfriend are getting ready to take his leg skydiving. He's doing more for his leg than most people do for themselves. After the surgery, Jake is in great spirits, or that may be the anesthesia wearing off. Jake woke up after surgery and looked down to see nothing where his leg used to be. He immediately knew that he had made the right decision and that his ankle would not be bothering him anymore. This was a final, permanent solution that wouldn't require a serious surgery every 6 months. One of his leg's last hurrahs, he poses with a couple of beautiful birds and gives himself a little hook, pretending to be a pirate. Jake says he's very excited to incorporate his missing leg into some great Halloween costumes. Right after the surgery, he poses with his doctor in a funny bearded disguise. The surgery was a complete success, and Jake should be back on his feet in no time. He's incredibly happy that he'll be back to his old self, playing sports and going on adventures without worrying about breaking or harming his ankle. Life gives us unexpected turmoils all the time, but what makes us who we are is how we deal with those problems. Jake is one funny amputee and knew that his problem would hold him back from being happy. We should all be inspired by his attitude to taking something that would normally crush a person's spirit and making it hilarious and fun. He said the emotional part was rough, but he's working through it with a smile on his face and a determined attitude to get back to the life he loves so much.